Hey, this is Justin. It's Thursday, August 8th, 2024. This is a walk and talk, getting ideas that are rattling around inside the head, outside the head, into a place where they can go forte on Tuesday night. Built out an AI clone that you can chat with, you can talk to, and then you can exchange it with. So I set everything up except for the video exchange right now, but excited to get like these brain dumps in. I think it's the next evolution of getting these brain dumps in and starting to make them useful for ourselves and starting to ask questions of the knowledge that we have. So if you think about it, as I recreate this message, I couldn't tell you what I talked about 2 days ago. I could barely tell you what I talked about yesterday. But all that knowledge, all that knowledge and all that information gets shared out and gets shared out, gets stored someplace, and we want to be able to ask questions of it. We want to be able to connect with it at a later date. And we want to really be able to access what it is that we knew at one point in time, and what it is that, and the most important part is, what are the blind spots that we have, that you start putting some information together, some connections that our brains didn't necessarily make, that we want to start to make some use of. So I'm very excited for this journey of one, creating we'll call it the AI clone, and then also being able to have conversations with it and to co-create along with the clone. And there's something a little bit, kind of come with a better term, the AI clone. It sounds a little bit too freaky, not necessarily for me, but it might sound a little bit, might turn some people off. But anybody who's sort of engaged with the second brain, like getting stuff outside of the brain, this is the way to be able to interact. And now I can start asking questions. And like I asked some questions yesterday, the likelihood that clip would surface, and I would be able to remember the stuff that I was talking about in 2018 is very low outside of the context of what it is that we're building right now with the clone. So if you go to Delphi, DELPHI .ai/Justin F, you could see it. I'll leave a link somewhere if you leave a comment where you're actually seeing this video, but it's delphi.ai/JF. Let me just actually put this in as a banner. Yeah, why not? Make sure I get this correct. Let's type it in real quick here. Hope I typed this in correctly. That didn't work. Edit. Give me a second to type. Delphi.ai/Justin F. Should give you. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Save. And should I scroll it like a ticker? I think that'll be fun. The banner's on. Yeah, all right. Let's go back to our comments here. Yeah, so if you're listening, yeah, check it out. You can start asking questions. You could type those in. You can have conversations with the bot. I tell you, a lot of the stuff, or the clone, a lot of the stuff that's in there is from like 2018, 2019. So it's not necessarily some of the modern stuff. It's not a lot of the walk and talks. It doesn't necessarily reflect some of the most the current thinking, but it's something live so you start to interact with. And I'm excited to see what people ask, what questions people ask, what ideas people come up with, and I'm also excited to see what others start to create. So in self-exploration, in going from idea to reality, at the speed of thought, or really at the speed of voice, we need tools that uh, start to empower us to get out of our own way. Empower us to get out of our own way and to keep keep movement around those ideas that we want to keep movement around those ideas that we want to that we want to that we want to build. Yeah, keep moving around the ideas we want to build on, I guess is the way that we want to say it, and be able to keep momentum in those times when our mind was like, oh, that's stupid, or that doesn't make sense, or I'm not good enough, whatever that thing is that kills some of the good ideas, but also having the tools to be able to separate the signal from the noise, to be able to separate out that stuff that is separate out in the or not valuable. Not That's what I've been starting to mess around with, to really go into some specific niche. I'm excited to learn stuff, and that's the other thing, when you know to learn stuff and to be able to teach it, and yeah, to learn and be able to teach, and to just to be able to provide knowledge resources for people, and really to have the opportunity to start to create some serendipity, and creating, creating serendipity, and all what we're going on an hour and a half. I'm going to walk back before, probably over the next hour or so, and all the steps and the walk and talk stuff a little bit earlier. So also want to just create an avenue to to create an avenue uh, to yeah, create an avenue to have what am I talking about here? Create an avenue to be able to have um, to have conversation new start to surface in the direction here. Oh yes, I am. Just further brainstorming more happiness, I guess, leads to more happiness, when also leads to a little bit more peace, or a lot more peace that's out there. So some of the hot topics right now for me: one, working as opposed to sitting behind a computer. Number two is device management. This is actually an interesting one. A comic book started coming out. People are like, this is going to increase asthma, because people are staying, going out and having activity. I wonder if that's a lot of the same stuff that's going on with the devices right now. My son was on his phone last night. He was chatting with his friends for about an hour. Yeah, so I was just like, it's late at night, staring at a screen, and all that stuff. But also creating some connection at a time when that wouldn't necessarily be available. Like, I was not in a, it was late at night, and I was not in a place to be able to connect. So technology starts to allow people to be able to connect at times that wouldn't necessarily make sense to otherwise connect. And so those are one of the topics, right? And then, like, how does work get done, right? How does work get done in an empowering way? How does work get done in a way that creates more energy for people, as opposed to takes away from some of the energy? So some of the fun stuff that I'm starting to think about, and all some of those fun stuff we're starting to think about, and create off of, and build off of over the next couple of days and next couple of weeks. Okay, so I'm out right now, going to go and probably do a screen grab video to check in for some of my health stuff in the morning, and then we'll figure out how to get the how to start processing all these as we go throughout the day. So appreciate everybody who's listening to this. Have an amazing, what day is today? Thursday, or whatever day you're listening to this.